Those were dark days, my child. The winds of rebellion howled across the Seven Kingdoms, and while Robert Baratheon was winning and losing battles in the Stormlands, the North began to stir. Eddard Stark. Aye, Ned. He had returned to Winterfell after a long and perilous journey, bone-weary but resolute. There beneath the ancient heart-tree he called his banner. But the North is vast. We're empty and cold. It would take weeks for his bannermen to gather. Some waited for him at the Neck, where houses Reed would help guide the Northmen past the bogs of the Neck. They marched, those Northmen, down through the bogs of the Neck, iron in their hands, ice in their hearts. And when they crossed into the Riverlands, they were not alone. The men of the Vale had come too. Lord John Arryn, old but sharp as a blade, had taken Gulltown and now marched from the Gate of the Moon to meet his former ward, Eddard Stark. Together they rode to Riverrun. Lord Hoster Tully, he opened his gates without pause. His daughter Catelyn was promised to Ned's brother Brandon, slain by the Mad King. That bond of blood and vengeance sealed their alliance. So there it was, the North, the Vale, the Riverlands, and Robert's Stormlands too, united in defiance. The realm had begun to slip from Aerys' fingers. Now the crown, desperate and cornered, turned to a new hand. Lord John Connington, young, bold, dangerous. Unlike his predecessor, he would not sit idle. No, he marched. An army of Crownlanders followed him from King's Landing, hoping to strike Robert down before the rebels could unite. But Robert, he marched north as well, through fire and fury. The Reach had spat him out at Ashford, his men bled by Randall Tarley, and the strength of Mace Tyrell. Tired, hunted, yet unbroken, they pressed on, and Connington, like a hound on the scent, gave chase. History does not tell us how Robert was wounded. A skirmish, a betrayal, or perhaps fate itself took pity on him. But wounded he was, and he fled to Stony Sept, a quiet town near the God's Eye, forgotten by time. There amid the narrow streets and ringing church bells the war found its next chapter. The townsfolk rang the bells to warn of danger, and thus it became known as the Battle of the Bells. A moment, a turning point that would echo through the ages.